wrong with you? Why? Sometimes perfectly good cars get sent to the crusher, and it makes me so mad! Today we're gonna watch a bunch of really great cars get destroyed and then learn why they got sent to hell to begin with. I am James, and this is the D-List.
Big ol' thanks to Omaze for sponsoring today's video. It's finally 2022, or as the folks at Omaze like to call it, 2020U. Because they're giving you the chance to win this 2022 Porsche 911 GT3 with taxes and shipping included. Just go to omaze.com/donutgt3 to enter for your chance to win. This beautiful and legendary GT3 lapped the famed Nürburgring in under 7 minutes, so it's safe to say that it's a winner. And when it comes to winners, well, it takes one to know one. Oh, this? First place in the Pav's Creamery ice cream eating contest, thank you very much. No big deal. And if you think that's impressive, well, check out this aerodynamic body, this shark blue swan neck wing, or these satin black wheels. Under the hood or trunk, you'll find a 4-liter flat six growling an angry 502 horsepower. And best of all, every donation benefits the Dempsey Center, which helps those managing the impact of cancer by providing a variety of diverse and personalized, high-quality services at no cost. Now that deserves a gold medal. So, to enter to win this Porsche 911 GT3 and to support an incredible cause, head over to omaze.com/donutgt3 today.
The first car on this unfortunate list is a 1974 Volkswagen Beetle, which was sentenced to death by Shredder. Roll that sweet, sweet car carnage footage. It's a cute little bug. It's got a peace sign on it. Oh my God. Oh! That poor car. It's such a cute little car. Why would they do this? This hilarious piece of comedy was created by the company that makes the Shredder, as you probably already guessed, and they euthanized this perfectly drivable Volkswagen simply to demonstrate how good their machine is at eating vehicles. Well, Shredding Systems Incorporated, mission accomplished, I guess. And that is the least egregious example of vehicular carnage on this list. Let's raise the stakes a little bit, huh? Why not? Let's move on to a Nissan 180SX that met its fate in the crusher. That's right, they took a perfectly good S13 with a pretty sick body kit, TE37s, and they squashed it like a piece of dog poop on top of 2 other cars. There's a Skyline in that pile. What is wrong with you? Why? Well, because of a little thing called anti-hooning laws. You see, there's a place called Australia, and they have a very strict policy on hoon activities, which includes speeding, burnouts, donuts, and tire screeching. If you get caught hooning down under, you get slapped with a fine. Your license gets suspended. You might wind up in jail. Or in this case, you can get your car sent to the crusher. The police department themselves posted this video to send a message to the youths. Don't make screechy sounds with your tires, or else we're gonna send your car straight to hell, which in our case, swells backwards. And it turns out that Australia isn't the only country that likes to publicly demolish vehicles that were hooned around. Next up on this list, about 20 motorcycles confiscated by the New York Police Department. Many of these confiscated bikes don't have turn signals or brake lights, and therefore are a threat to civilization. So Billy rounded them all up, revved up his biggest bulldozer twins, and flattened them into a motorcycle flapjack. Play the clip.
We mean business. I want to be very clear. Anyone out there has an illegal dirt bike, don't even think about it, because the NYPD will find it and will crush it.
What a dork.
Don't even think about it.
Haha, you're not running over any of them, just push them out of the way. Oh, now you're getting up there.
We'll find it and we'll crush it.
Don't even think about
This
it.
guy's a good bulldozer. He's good at dozing. And all that for 8,000 views. Now for our next funeral procession, let us mourn the passing of this bright green BMW M3 wagon. But wait a second, James.
BMW has never sold an M3 wagon yet.
Well, friends, therein lies the problem. Now, there's a little place that I like to call England, or Weird America. It's kind of like Australia, but greener, wetter. And in England, they've got these people called bobbies, which are kind of like police officers, but they wear much better hats. One day, the bobbies pulled over this BMW, and when they ran the license plate, they realized it was actually registered as a diesel-powered 3 Series, not an M3. What they found were parts from 2 M3 coupes that were reported stolen a few years earlier, meaning this custom wagon was built using illegal parts, and bobbies hate illegal things. The dude who owns the car said that he had no idea about stolen parts, and for all we know, he could have been telling the truth. But even still, a judge ruled that the contraband estate be sentenced to death by cubification. Roll the clip! This BMW is turning heads at the car meet. Now we've crushed it. That claw thing is hard, dude. Ugh. Was this fair punishment? Probably not, but it's safe to say that the British government has done much, much worse. Moving on to the rarest and most expensive car on this list, a McLaren 620R, a $300,000 supercar. They only made 350 of these bad boys. Now I want to start by saying that the Philippines has a massive car culture, and it seems like a pretty good place to be a car enthusiast, but the government there is very serious about where cars come from because of something called taxes. This $300,000 car was more like a $700,000 car if it was imported in the legal way, but as you guessed, it wasn't. So, as a completely reasonable and not at all cruel or unusual form of punishment, they decapitated it with an excavator in front of a crowd of people, including a bunch of guys in hard hats. Roll the clip! Oh. This is all, like, doing this so publicly is so lame, dude. And now this McLaren is in hell. Just like the Beetle, S13, all those motorcycles, and that M3 wagon. But the CEO of hell just called, AKA Satan, and he wanted me to let you know that there's still a vacancy. So let's move on to our next victim of automotive assassination, a first-generation Dodge Viper. Sorry, I misspoke. I actually meant 93 first-generation Dodge Vipers. It's a lot of snakes. So why did they do it? Why did they have to murder 93 Dodge Vipers? Well, back in the early 2000s, Dodge donated these Vipers to schools across America to be used in shop class. Jesse's high school had one. But after 10 years, Dodge pulled the plug and said no more education. The cars had served their purpose. The kids mustn't learn anymore. They're getting too smart. See, Dodge still technically owned all of these vehicles, and they were never street legal to begin with. A couple of them had already been crashed on public streets by students taking them for test drives. That's what corporations like to call a liability. So, per the original agreement, when the cars were sent to the schools, it was no surprise when Dodge asked for them back. Vipers were rounded up, ripped to shreds, never to be dismantled by a high school student again. Ugh. Ugh. No fanfare. Already at the scrapyard. Nolan would cry. What a good-looking car. Sad. And now, these 93 serpents are slithering the 7th circle of Satan's spa, aka hell. There's one last car we gotta talk about, a car that has been persecuted by the law, its mere existence a threat to the US government for decades. And of course, I'm talking about the Nissan Skyline. Oh, it's like creepy how it just comes. It's like watching someone pick a scab. Disgusting. It's like a snuff film. There have been many Skylines confiscated and crushed by the feds over the last 20 years or so, and that's of course because of America's 25-year import law. Long story short, the Nissan Skyline Chili was never sold in the US, but that hasn't stopped people from bringing them in and driving them on public roads. Most of the time, if you get caught, there's a little thing I like to call "Game over, pal!" Remember the yellow GTR from the Fast and the Furious? It got crushed too. You know what else? Airbud is dead. Listen, guys. If every car that we talked about today is in hell, then maybe hell isn't even a bad place to be. And with that, I'll see you in hell.
Hey docs, stop wearing layers upon layers of Yoda's Tacos t-shirts this winter. Just buy the all-new Yoda's Tacos hoodie and sweatpants. They're exactly like the shirt, except thicker and with the hood and a fun drawstring and pants. Get yours today at donutmedia.com. Don't be a chilly Billy, be a warm Norm.
Thank you for watching this episode of D-List. If this is your first donut video, I'd like you to consider subscribing for more stuff like this and a lot of stuff that's not like this. If this is your 100th video, thank you for continuing to support what we do. I love you guys so much. I wouldn't be able to work with my friends if you didn't watch my videos. Follow me on social media at James Pumphrey. Follow Donut at donutmedia.com. Hit the like button. Go to donutmedia.com if you want some merch. New stuff dropping every week. I love you.